Recording had stopped. I caught it that time. So, okay. I was saying, like, what I just told you is the tip of the iceberg. Like, it's not really conveying what I'm really trying to convey to y'all. Like how we talk about, you know, the things we engage in as being a simulation. I'm trying to say, like, the way in which we engage each other now isn't real. It doesn't have any meaning to it other than to satisfy a bunch of, you know, to give gratification to an entity. And by entity, I mean like our mental complexes. Our mental complexes, like this web, this massive web of connections that form our awareness. Our current awareness is fake. It's artificial. It's not built upon anything of true value or true substance. You see what I'm saying? Like, so looking at that in itself, that entity itself as a system within itself, if we was to separate ourselves from that and analyze that system for what it is, what we will find is it's completely self-destructive. It's self-destructive because it isn't connected to anything of divinity, of truth, and you know what I'm saying, elevation. It doesn't lead to evolution. It's like a fetus. It's like a fetus that has been, you know, that went under, that was brought out through cesarean section, you know, C-section, and placed into a tube to finish its development. Like, you separated it from the source, right? So that's how it is with the collective consciousness, the mental, the complex of humanity. You know, is a series of highways and byways and shit. We went from natural trails to the highways and byways. You know what I'm saying? Everything is like rigid. It's you know what I'm saying? It's destructive. Like, it's suffocating. And so our engagements will be, our engagements and our interactions are going to be exactly the same. Because everything on the macro level is going to express itself on the micro, you know, on a microcosmic scale, as us as individual units of awareness. So if everything that we engage in is artificial, within that system is artificial, all of your relationships are going to be artificial, and it's going to self-destruct without fail. So unless we have, and I said my build wasn't going to cover the full spectrum of things, but it's kind of hitting the nail on the head at this point. You know, but to contract and to bring it to a point, yeah, it was simpler times back then. You know, it was simpler times. The things we needed, the things that we wanted, we actually needed. We have a lot of shit now that we don't really need, but we want it. Why? How do you get somebody to want something that they don't need? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's new. That's new. You know what I'm saying? We think we need a lot of this shit. We don't need a lot of this shit. A lot of the stuff we want or we think we need is a perversion of, you know, what we truly need. So, you know, that's my build. You could take what I've implied and connect it to diet. You could connect it to all that shit. You know, because everything is based upon the foundation of relationships. Beginning with the relationship and the interactions of energy. But yeah, that's all I wanted to speak on. Like, you know, just adding like another perspective, you know, where my mind goes when I think about relationships, human interactions. You know, like something to keep in mind, something to think about when you're trying to force situations with people. You know what I'm saying? Here go Hanneman sitting in the whip. I don't know if y'all saw that, but yeah, you know, just something to think about. You know, it kind of reminds me of like the book simulations, but in layman's terms, is how I'm trying to explain it. You know, like this shit is really, it's crazy. Like the lengths we go through to try to explain this shit. Like you can't really, you reach a point where you can't really explain this stuff. Like it's up to the individual themselves to build this up within them. You know, to reach their own understanding. I could only, like, you know, give of myself. You know, whatever you receive from it is what you receive from it. But that's pretty much it. I can't think of any other angles to hit you with it. So I'm gonna end on that note. Peace.